Maharashtra. The sum of his allegations was this. In Aland, an assembly seat in North Karnataka, the Congress said that an attempt was made to delete 6,018 voters in 2023. Before the assembly elections took place that year, an attempt was made to delete 6,018 voters. This, he said, was done by submitting fake applications through an elaborate online web. Basically, an application was made to delete the name of multiple people using the phone number of another person, and both of those people, those whose names were being deleted and the person whose phone number was being used, were unaware of what was happening. In other words, impersonation was being done in order to submit online applications to get people's name deleted from the voter rolls. And this was done using some software, and mass deletions were attempted. Then a similar modus operandi was used in the Rajura seat of Maharashtra, where 6,850 votes were added. So earlier there was deletion, and then in Maharashtra there was an attempted addition of votes. This also, according to the Congress, was done through fraud applications where names and addresses were used. Now, Rahul Gandhi has alleged that not only was this fraud carried out, but it was done by the BJP, and it was done in active collusion by the Election Commission.
Commission of India is protecting the people who have destroyed Indian democracy. I'm also going to show you
18 times in 18 months. The CI of Karnataka has written to the Election Commission for this, and they are not giving it. Why are they not giving it? Because this will lead us to where the operation is being done. ये जो मैं यहाँ कर रहा हूँ, ये मेरा काम नहीं है. मेरा काम डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम में पार्टिसिपेट करने का है. मेरा काम डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम की रक्षा करने का नहीं है. वो काम हिंदुस्तान के इंस्टीट्यूशंस का है. वो काम वो नहीं कर रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं कर रहा हूं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंदर से हमें मदद मिलनी शुरू हो गई. मैं साफ बोल देता हूं, इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंदर से पहले नहीं हो रहा था. अब इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंदर से इंफॉर्मेशन आ रही है. ये रुकेगा नहीं, ये रुक नहीं सकता है.
Well, that's good. That's a sign of a healthy democracy, that people within the Election Commission are now helping the leader of opposition and the opposition parties. In response, however, the EC today called all the allegations incorrect and gave the following counters. 1. That no deletion can be done online by any member of the public without giving a hearing to the affected person first. 2. That some unsuccessful attempts were made in 2023 to delete electors in Aland, and the Election Commission itself filed an FIR in the case so that an investigation could take place. 3. Once the probe was ordered by the Karnataka CID, the ECI, that's the Election Commission of India, asked the Chief Electoral Officer in Karnataka to hand over all the information available with them to the police. That's what the EC, the Election Commission, had said categorically. Now, with this football being played over this information and the allegation, you can understand how the matter has become bitterly political.
मगर ये हर बार झूठा नैरेटिव फैलाते. अभी अभी ये राहुल बाबा यात्रा कर गए ना भाई. यात्रा का विषय क्या था उनका बताओ तो जरा. अरे यार, वोट चोरी नहीं था. यात्रा का विषय था जो बांग्लादेश से घुसपैठिए आए हैं उनको बचाने का विषय था. यहां इतने सारे लोग हैं, आप किसी का वोट कटा है क्या? अरे जोर से बोलो, कटा है क्या? ये राहुल गांधी की यात्रा घुसपैठिया बचाओ यात्रा थी.
गलत और निराधार आरोप लगाना राहुल गांधी जी की आदत बन गई है. आज की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में हाइड्रोजन बम फोड़ने वाले थे, फुलझड़ी से काम चलाना पड़ा, वो भी फुस हो गई। इलेक्शन कमीशन ने बड़ा स्पष्ट कहा है कि नो डिलीशन ऑफ एनी वोट कैन बी डन ऑनलाइन बाय एनी मेंबर ऑफ पब्लिक। ऑनलाइन किसी भी वोट को नहीं काटा जा सकता और नो डिलीशन कैन टेक प्लेस without giving an opportunity of being heard to the affected person। तो बगैर किसी की बात सुने उसका वोट नहीं काटते, उस पर निर्णय नहीं करते।
मोटी बात बहुत साफ है, राहुल गांधी को वोट नहीं मिलता तो हम क्या करें? और उनके इस लक्षण से और इस आचरण से, जिस तरह की वो बदजुबानी करते हैं, जिस तरह से प्रधानमंत्री विपक्ष पर हमले करते हैं, देश उनको कभी नहीं वोट देगा। मैं एक ही बात कहूंगा कि वो विपक्ष के नेता हैं, अपनी क्षमता से हैं कि परिवार के कारण है, लोग देश जानता है, लेकिन जब आप विपक्ष के नेता हैं तो कुछ तो संस्कारित बनिए।
And that brings us to the big questions today on which the buck stops here. Who is lying, the Election Commission or the Congress Party? Because what they are saying is same issue, but the facts on both sides are complete polar opposite. If indeed there are large-scale voter manipulations taking place, is going to court the only way to resolve this? Why isn't the Congress then going to court so that a final answer, a final resolution to this problem will be found, or will it remain at the level of shoot and scoot? Joining us today on the show, we have Dr. Ajay Alok, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, Dr. Mohammad Amin, former Joint Director in the Election Commission of India, Priyanka Bharti, Spokesperson of the RJD, political analyst Nikhil Jain. But my first question is to you, Dr. Ajay Kumar, former MP and National Spokesperson of the Congress, and it's the most commonsensical question because since morning when this North Karnataka seat has been quoted by your party, the simple question being asked is, how did you win this seat? And you won it. You didn't just win it, you won it by a handsome margin of 10,000 votes. And a small detail that I want to tell our viewers as well. Let's just take a look at the statistics, at what the history of this particular seat in Karnataka has looked like. In Aland, first of all, what were the results like? Bhojraj Patil of the Congress got 89,000 plus votes. BJP managed to get only 79,000, which meant that Congress won with a margin of 10,000 plus. And then let's take a look at the history. How has this seat fared? You have not won this seat in over 30 years. 2008, the JDS won it. 2013, Karnataka Janata Paksh of B.S. Yedurappa won it. 2018, again, BJP won it. So 2023, you actually managed a miracle, and yet you say that vote chori was taking place. Doesn't this go against common sense?
So, first question, Padmaja, the most ridiculous statement you guys are making is, if you win, then there is no chori. Panvel, the guy won and said 85,000 votes were found fraudulent before election. And you are telling the opposition on national TV should go to court. What are you all doing? You're not investigating. None of the press is going and checking what are the facts on the ground. I mean, this is what we have been reduced to, Padmaja. What we have been reduced to is that to save this democracy day in and day out, spewing stories, there were times when anchors would go to Aland and find out. Now you're saying you go to court, first of all. So one institution gone to dogs. Second institution, winning or losing is not the issue. The issue is Panvel, 85,000 duplicate votes, the candidate filed a complaint before election. Sambalpur, affidavit filed to the same election commission, no reply. Kundarki, where there was people are not allowed to vote. Samajwadi Party won by 17%, then they lost by 75% because thousands of people's votes were removed. No investigation from the respected journalists, no investigation from anybody, but opposition should go to court. Fantastic. SIR. So my question to you is, whether it is Madhevpur, whether it is Kundarki, whether it is Panvel, whether it is BRSIR, and now Aland and Rajora, Why isn't the election commission going and investigating it? First question. The second thing is, EC on Aland, and let me tell you the guys they are saying. EC is saying on Aland that we found it out. Somebody was trying to change, correct? So somebody tried to change, correct? Somebody, they filed an FIR.
Yes.
They filed an FIR. The second lie of the EC is that the Chief Electoral Officer of Karnataka has written a letter to Election Commission because the data, which was the request from which device it came to change, is available only with the Election Commission. That's in the social media. The Chief Electoral Officer writing to the Election Commission that this data is needed by the CID.
Okay.
Mike, one sec. It's important to understand. The question again is, are we an opposition party fighting election? Or are we an investigative agency? You tell me first question.
No, actually,
To all the
Karnataka,
rest-
you're the ruling party. You're not the opposition party
but
anymore. Since you quoted the example of Karnataka Assembly election, you're the ruling party there. And Dr. Ajay Kumar, since you said at the outset, listen, why are we asking this question? Let me ask you a counter question. You're saying the BJP is doing vote chori via election commission. Why are they doing vote chori if they have to lose? Now,
No,
logically, they're doing vote chori to win, right? Why are they doing vote chori to make you win?
Again, this not. Please, Padmaja, I'm suspecting the discussion levels.
But sir, you mustn't. This is a very logical, commonsensical discussion level.
It's not logical.
Understandably, if somebody is doing chori, it is to benefit from the chori.
Listen, let me complete.
Why will they? Okay, do you
One
know
sec,
when you
I'll
last
answer
won
that.
this particular seat?
No,
You
I'll
won this
answer that.
particular seat 34 years ago. Are you
once-
telling me that the BJP via the election commission did chori in Aland in order to hand you a handsome win of 10,000 votes
No, the question
after
is
34
no.
years?
I'm asking you a question. We were able to have the bandwidth only to do it for few seats. It takes time. Okay?
Let's
They
talk
must
about
have done
Aland.
it. One second.
Why did they lose in Aland if they were doing vote chori?
Either you let me complete my statement, madam, or you let me go. Because you let me complete. Before I complete my sentence, you start again. Let me complete it. Have this courtesy. No, you ask me a question, I want to answer it. Give me, before I can complete, you start again ask.
Okay, go on.
Interrupting.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for the courtesy. Rare but good. Thank you. The important part is, the BJP did not know whether they're going to win or lose this seat. Did they make us win or make us lose is the most ridiculous statement anyone could have made. Second issue is, if you're trying to manipulate hundreds of seats, you may get one or two wrong. This question for you to ask is, was an attempt made to delete 6,000 numbers, which is yes, because the Chief Electoral Officer and the Election Commission has filed an FIR. Correct?
Okay.
Hold it. No, answer this question. Election Commission is saying there was an attempt, yes or no? First question, yes?
No,
because
that's why they filed an FIR. Yes, there was an attempt.
Exact. No, one
Yes,
sec,
there
one
was
sec,
an
one sec.
attempt. That's
Look,
why they filed
one
an
sec.
FIR.
Look, Padmaja, I spent my very good part of my career in the Indian Police Service. Okay.
Exactly. You're
Yeah, no, one
absolutely
sec. So
correct,
I have
sir.
a
There
reasonable-
was an
one
FIR
sec.
because
And
there was
Ajay
an
Alok
attempt.
Once Ajay Alok and all would know that I have a reasonable amount of competence to analyze it. Okay, so just bear with me. My first question is, if there was an FIR filed, that there was an attempt was made from a device online, attempt was made. The Karnataka CID is just asked that please let us know from which IP number these devices attempts were made. That's all. The Chief Electoral Officer has asked. Now,
Okay.
is it unreasonable? And that's all I'm asking the BJP
Okay, fine.
and all the others. That's
You
all.
asked that question. So, two questions. First of all, let's settle this. What really happened at Aland? Dr. Ajay Kumar, the answer to that is, look, an attempt was made. The EC has recognized it. Some things may go up and down. They didn't manipulate it well enough in Aland. They may have done it in other seats. That's point number one. Point number two, Ajay Alok. The question is to you, Ajay Alok. The second question is, किसी ने तो चोरी की है ना, और ये EC ने भी माना है. That is why an FIR has been filed. How will we know who has done that vote chori or who made the attempt at vote chori? Dr. Ajay Alok.
First of all, my elder brother, Dr. Ajay Kumar, has been in police services. He knows that attempt to theft and theft, there is a difference. And when an attempt to theft is made and the person is caught, then he's taken to task. 5,994 applications were rejected They were not true. Only 24 applications were accepted and their name were removed. And then an election commission filed an FIR. And this is, I am carrying the letter of your state, Chief Electoral Officer, Karnataka. That's what he has written in the letter. That all the case details and everything has been shared with the SP Kalburgi and the concerned police officer who are investigating the case now. So where is the issue? This is not the issue, Ajay ji. Issue is you are also a doctor. You understand what is delirium, right? Hindi mein kehte hain chit bhram. Now this fellow, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, is suffering from chit bhram. Since the time 2024 results came out, with 99 seats he was thumping. हम जीत गए, हम आपको गुजरात में हराएंगे. ये अभय मुद्रा. All this was chit bhram that you are in power. You are sitting in the treasury benches. Now this chit bhram continues even today. Leader of opposition of this country, world's largest democracy, says, I am not here to protect democracy. मैं लोकतंत्र की रक्षा करने के लिए नहीं हूं. This is the kind of statement. This is what you call delirium. When you are in delirium, you keep on making all these things. He says another thing. हमें election commission के अंदर से जानकारी मिल रही है. Superb. Then he says, CID Karnataka requested 18 times to election commission. Does CID Karnataka reports to Rahul Gandhi? He's making a mockery of Karnataka government. And he doesn't check the facts. When I'm showing you, this is the letter from Chief Electoral Officer Karnataka, who has clearly said, the third line of the letter, based on inquiry, finding by BLO, ERO, and Aland LSE lodged an FIR. Based on the instruction given by the ECI, the CEO Karnataka has handed over to the Superintendent of Police, Kalburgi District, on 6/9/2023, all the available incidents and all the available information with the EC for completing the investigations. Whose responsibility is this to complete the investigation? Why you are blaming CID? Why you are blaming?
No, but Dr. Ajay Alok, how are you saying this is
simple
chitbram?
thing.
Something has gone wrong, right? That even
Rahul
the
Gandhi,
election
and let me
commission
tell
is
you,
admitting something has
let me
gone
complete
wrong.
10 seconds.
People tried to carry out impersonation, which is why the election commission lodged an FIR in the February of 2023. So there is no delirium or delusion on the part of Rahul Gandhi when he says impersonation and forgery was taking place. So an investigation should happen. That's what the Congress is saying. Let the EC investigate who was trying to get fake people deleted or delete people in a fake fashion.
When an FIR is lodged, the local police is supposed to investigate. The election commission has given all the relevant details. Now, problem here is, this is not about just leveling allegations against the election commission. You understand the grand desire for the last 6 months. Even in August, when he supposedly had that atom bomb with the press conference, he named 3-4 persons, one in Karnataka, Bangalore, one from Lucknow, one from Mumbai. Every person came on the camera and said that nothing like this happened. Even today, the phone number which Rahul Gandhi showed on his presentation, phone number was belonging to a person belonging to this Allahabad, Prayagraj. And he was there on the line saying that my phone number has been misused. His name is Anjani. His wrong phone number was given by Rahul Gandhi. And it is being telecast everywhere.
Okay, so everyone is conceding that if there is something wrong, the state police should investigate. Dr. Ajay Kumar, quick rebuttal. State police should investigate. EC saying we've given everything. This is the statement by election commission. They are saying we have given everything over.
Padmaja, my question to you is, whether it is Panvel, 85,000, whether it's Sambalpur, whether it is what we did today, shouldn't the election commission investigate? First question to everybody present today on the panel. Why are we just saying this all? Isn't it something serious? Because somebody, the CID of Karnataka is saying, and it's a public document, Ajay, it's an issue of whether Rahul Gandhi got access to it is not the issue. Karnataka government is put up in public space. The question is the CID is saying to the election commission, we want some data. We want from which number was this changes made. My question to everybody in the panel today, do we investigate what we are saying? That is all the question. And election commission, by the way, would investigate, no Padmaja?
Okay, Dr. Mohammed
would
Amin,
investigate.
Should the election commission investigate?
That's all I'm asking.
The CID will keep probing. Election commission should step in. Why aren't they doing so?
That's all. Investigate. What is there something wrong in asking for an investigation?
Padmaja ji.
Mohammed Amin.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Padmaja ji, I have heard about both the parties ruling parties and both the Ajay Tripathi also. And I heard today in the press conference also by the Rahul Gandhi addressing to the press and to the public of India. In all allegations are denied by the Election Commission of India, and I cannot understand how the CID of the Karnataka had right to share with the Rahul Gandhi these papers. He not belong to that. That papers belong to the Election Commission and the Office of Secrecy Act. They cannot share these papers. Fun thing. Second thing, you Padmaja, you are the expert of the computer and site. You can go and delete my voter ID card. How can possible? This is impossible nowadays. But I can understand everything is, I have seen, I heard about everyone that there may be the conspiracies there in India or the outside of the India. On record I am telling you. That's why these are the things are coming in the Election Commission, and everybody is blaming to the Election Commission. Though from since 1951-52 till date, Election Commission is working honestly for the country. And I can refer the book of the K.J. Rao. He was our secretary, and he has investigated the same cases in Bengal and in Lalu Prasad regime. And the Lalu Prasad has also blamed to the K.J. Rao for the corruption practices.
No, Dr. Mohammed Amin. Dr. Mohammed Amin, I'm sorry. Just to hold on. If you could hold on for a second.
Kalam.
Something
Abdul
went
Kalam,
wrong in 2023.
Yeah.
There was an attempt to delete 6,000 people.
Yeah.
Even the Election Commission is acknowledging. That is why they lodged an FIR. They are saying in February 2023 we lodged an FIR. Why aren't they investigating who is this person who tried to delete it?
Who was the government in that state? Government was the BJP government at that time.
That's correct.
In the Karnataka state. So they, in that regime, they have done it. So Election Commission never denied to further investigation. Don't worry. I am suggesting to Election Commission, and everybody is asking for the country's clarity. They can make an inquiry against that, and if any person is involved from the bureaucrat side or the official side or the political side, they must be punished.
Okay, this is interesting. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, you've got Mohammed Amin saying February 2023 an election complaint was made, BJP was in government, yet this investigation was started. Now, why is that investigation not reaching a conclusion? Who do we believe at this point? Is the Election Commission holding it up, or is the CID in Karnataka holding it up? Who do we believe at this point?
Good evening, Padmaja, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, it's not a question about who to believe in this country or not. It is whether I concur or I don't. And I'm afraid I completely concur with Rahul Gandhi that the Chief Election Commissioner should be impeached. You know why? Because Gyanesh Kumar ji refuses to pursue legal action against Rahul Gandhi for abuse and slander. I am sorry, but the CEC Gyanesh Kumar lacks self-respect and shows no respect for 1.4 billion Indians. I have no issue at all. If Rahul criticizes Modi, labels BJP as corrupt, goes after them. But when he attacks the EC, he is eroding the democratic system in which I and a billion Indians participated. That is intolerable for me. It is a personal affront. See, not just the allegation of today concerning Alan, that is preposterous and defies logic. Given that deletion can't be done online, given that 99.2% of deleted submissions were rejected, given that physical verification as assent is required, given that FIR was lodged by the EC itself, every single accusation from Rahul Gandhi on Vote Chori issue has been decisively refuted. Zero house numbers, loan addresses, elevated deceased voter counts, Gurkirat Dung, Aditya Srivastava, duplicate voters. Rahul Gandhi needs to clarify that if, as he asserts, duplicate voters help BJP, why did his winning constituency Wayanad show 20,438 duplicate voters? That's why I say Rahul Gandhi is an expert at what he does with his foot. He either shoots it or puts it in his mouth. But this time round, he has managed to do both at the same time. He has not only lied on all his claims, but also actually indirectly endorsed the EC's SIR exercise to fish out duplicate voters and delist them. As I've been arguing repeatedly, Padmaja, 1 year after 2024 Karnataka elections, Rahul Gandhi alleged there were 11,965 duplicate voters in Mahadevpura assembly segment of the seat that the BJP won. Well, 1 year after the 2024 Bihar elections, the SIR has just unearthed 7 lakh duplicates from many seats that Congress and its allies won.
Okay.
Does that mean 2024 election results of Bihar should be held invalid because of 7 lakh duplicate voters? By the way, 2 years after Congress and its allies won Maharashtra, 4 lakh duplicates were deleted. Should we hold these Congress and allies victories invalid? It is routine to unearth duplicate voters months or years after an election because of migration, demographic shift, floating population. It may not mean they existed at the time of voting. The EC routinely deletes duplicates. In 2022. It deleted 10 million duplicates pan-India. Yes, duplicates exist. Yes, errors and discrepancies exist in voter cards, addresses, the functioning of EC. But to claim that these discrepancies are deliberately carried out so as to favor the BJP is what is preposterous. Vote Chori, whenever it happens, Padmaja, wherever it happens, is unacceptable and criminal. But to allege it based on discrepancies that happen in constituencies won by every party is ridiculous. Just 30 seconds. Because the fact is, while Rahul Gandhi is highlighting duplicates in Bangalore seat that BJP won, why didn't he highlight Wayanad and Raebareli seats that he and his sister won? Wayanad was found to have 20,000 duplicate voters. Raebareli had 19,510 duplicates, besides having huge addresses and voter cards discrepancies.
Okay.
So does that mean Rahul and Priyanka won by unfair means? Padmaja, I repeat, India is right now angry not with Rahul because we have become so used to his lies that it is water off a duck's back. India is angry at Ganesh Kumar, the CEC, who refuses to exhibit spine and sue Rahul for all the abuse subjecting Indians to by insinuating that a constitutional body overseeing elections in our country is compromised and corrupt.
Ajay Kumar, Ajay
if you
Kumar,
have an iota of respect,
The question.
1.4 billion Indians we will take legal action against.
Padmaja.
Ajay Kumar, Dr. Ranganathan is saying there should be defamation proceedings against your party leader.
No. First question is, so much of hot air and talk everybody is doing. Fact is, should the EC investigate? You know, I'm amazed with the kind of conversations we have today on TV for the simple reason is, we are saying as a political party that this is what we are suspecting. In Sambalpur, they filed an affidavit. In Panvel, there were 85,000
But Dr.
duplicate
Ajay Kumar, an investigation is already taking place in Karnataka.
One sec.
Your government is already carrying out an investigation in Karnataka.
You're not understanding it. First question. Mr. Ranganathan, I don't interrupt when you're talking, so please don't interrupt. My first question to you is, let us set it that any complaint by political party for election fraud, should it be investigated? You tell me as an anchor.
Yes, it should be. And
Okay,
that is why it is being investigated by a CID in your
Padmaja,
government, in Karnataka.
Padmaja,
Dr. Ajay Kumar.
You're not listening to me.
Okay, Dr. Kumar, just humor me for 20 seconds. Humor me for 20 seconds.
Go ahead.
Humor me for 20 seconds. You
Go ahead,
have
go ahead.
already said the election commission is B team of BJP. Why would you want the B team of BJP to carry out an investigation instead of a CID that reports to your government, your party in Karnataka? Won't the CID in Karnataka be way more impartial than the B team of the BJP, which you have defined them?
No problem because of institutions. Tomorrow police is not investigating. Will you start private detective and vigilante group? I mean, how can you guys come on national TV and say anything?
Karnataka police is not a vigilante group. It's a CID investigation.
Listen to me, Padmaja.
Dr. Ajay Kumar, I'm sorry to say, but you are not being honest here. You yourself have been an IPS officer. Your party went to the CID in Karnataka and lodged a complaint.
Listening.
Dr. Ajay Kumar, your party went to the CID and wanted an investigation in 2023. Now in 2025, you're saying we don't trust the CID in Karnataka. Why?
No. Again, you're not getting it right at all. You're not getting it. First question is, electoral frauds has to be investigated. We have given umpteen evidence. The Election Commission, for first time in its history, in which I've seen so many years, as a civil servant and as a politician, they would take and investigated cases when any political party brought to their attention. We have brought certain data to them, investigate it. First question. 85,000 duplicate voters in Panvel, no report.
Okay.
Sambalpur, one sec. Kundarika, one sec. Sambalpur, there was an affidavit filed. You keep telling us about. And the most important part is the Election Commission detected attempts to delete, correct?
Yes.
Who did that attempt? From a laptop?
That's what the CID will investigate. That is why the Election Commission has said that we have handed over all the proof with us. The Election Commission says we have given to the CID objector's details, form reference numbers, name of objector, epic number, mobile number used for login, mobile number provided by the objector. They have given all the evidence to your CID.
No,
you are in government.
they are not.
Find these vote chores and hang them.
One sec. The CID, Additional DG Police of Karnataka, has written a letter saying we have not got the data. Now you said don't trust. They are written.
Okay, so basically the EC is lying. 30 seconds more, Anand Naganathan. I really must go to Priyanka Bharti and Nikhil Jain. 30 seconds. The EC is lying basically. They haven't given the evidence.
They have written a letter. Let them reply.
Doctor, please. Yeah, look, Padmaja, first law, I have tremendous respect for Dr. Ajay. He is a COVID hero, he is a doctor. And that is why I say this. Dr. Saab knows, he possibly was a scientist, I am, that whenever you conduct any experiment, you do a control experiment, right? That's how you prove that your test experiment has succeeded. Now, when Rahul Gandhi conducted a test experiment saying that in BJP constituency there was fraud because there were 20,000 duplicates, I want to ask a simple question to Dr. Saab. Dr. Saab, why didn't he declare that in his constituency, Wayanad, there were 19,000 duplicates, and in Priyanka Gandhi's constituency, Rai Bareli, there were 11,000 duplicates? Simple question, Dr. Saab, please answer.
And answer that. Anand, I'll answer that. You must do it. I'm telling the EC must. No. EC must do it.
EC?
You're not understanding it. No.
Rahul Gandhi didn't do it.
No. Why would we? Listen, again, you're making a mistake here. We as a political party don't have the bandwidth, okay? We have to get the data from a non-machine readable. And Padmaja, please bear with me.
Yes.
I am saying it is not a question of Wayanad. Please do it in Wayanad, please do it in Raipalli, please do it in every constituency. It's a matter of democracy. I am totally supporting what they're asking. The question is, why is not the EC doing it? Please do it in Wayanad.
Because here's the thing, Dr. Ajay Kumar, here's the thing. And I will put this question to Priyanka Bharti now. It doesn't even have to be done by the EC. We've got an example right here of what is the recourse available. Priyanka Bharti, I want to draw your attention to a case of 2 vote choris. Just 2 days ago, and since the example has been quoted of a seat from the 2023 assembly election in Karnataka, I want to quote to you another seat from 2023. The comparison between 2 seats from Karnataka, one Aland has been quoted. However, Malur is a seat. Can we please run that graphics of Aland versus Malur? Just compare those 2 elections. In Malur, the Congress actually won that election. What did the BJP do? They went to the Karnataka High Court, and as a result, this Tuesday, that election of the Congress candidate has been set aside. That's all the Congress needed to do. In the case of Aland, they should have gone straight to the Karnataka High Court, and today, who knows, just like Malur, that election could have been overturned. This is the recourse available. Everyone does it. Election petitions, and because your party got its highest ever tally in Bihar, you could have done it in Bihar. The Congress could have done it in Karnataka. Priyanka Bharti.
Padmaja ji, before coming to your question, I just want to also make a statement regarding what Anand Raghunathan said. He said Rahul Gandhi must be sued because he is raising questions on ECI, eroding the prestige of Election Commission of India and its electoral system. I would remind you of one statement from 2002 taking a dig at Christian identity of James Michael Lingdo, who was Chief Election Commissioner, what Modi himself said. Some journalist asked me recently, has James Michael Lingdo come from Italy? Modi joked, spelling out the CEC full name. I said, I don't have Janam Patri. I will have to ask Rajiv Gandhi. Then the journalist said, do they meet in church, Lingdo and Sonia? I replied, maybe they do. So what do you want? Wasn't that preposterous and you want Modi to be sued right now? Secondly, when Ajay Alok said, there's a difference between theft and an attempt to theft. And before the theft was done, EC already caught the person. So again, I want to ask, if they caught the person who were making the false claims, where are they? Where are their names? You know, Padmaja, what I'm concerned about is, maybe after this, when ECI does a press conference on this, maybe they'll say, बहू माँ बहन बेटी का IP address कोई share कर सकता है क्या? Because they have not shared the IP address since 18 times. 18 times CID had to remind them. And when you say why we didn't go to court, we did. In the SIR process, when we saw that they were not following the Election Commission manual themselves, we went to Supreme Court, and you see what happened.
The Supreme Court refused to stay SIR.
ECI, yes, I'm talking about SIR. Because when we saw that 65 lakhs names were deleted, we had to go there, and you see how brazenly Gyanesh Kumar says...
You're right, and you did the right thing by going to court, and the Supreme Court refused to stay SIR. That process is still going on. There was no stay.
No. For everything, you want us to drag them to court. I mean, see, Gyanesh...
Why not? The BJP did it in the case of Malur, and they got a result. They managed to stay the election. They had exactly the same problem that you have today in Aland, and they managed to get a result.
No, but Priyanka, one side.
Time and time again. But what happened? They were hiding the data, not interested in sharing the data of who were making this false claim.
Ma'am, we're talking about vote chori over here. In this present case, at least, the data has been shared. The Election Commission says they have shared the data.
No. Here you're wrong. I'll show you. They have shared not the destination IP or destination port. They have just shared IP logs. That's what I have got from this letter.
Okay.
Which
so the statement that they have put out. The statement they have put out mentions what all has been shared. They have shared objector's details, form reference number, name of objector, epic number, mobile number used for login, and mobile number provided by the objector. All of this has been shared by the State Election Commissioner, and this is on record. But there are three main things. Let Dr. Ajay Alok answer this. Dr. Ajay Alok, three specific things that Rahul Gandhi has mentioned.
Just wait for a moment. Just give me 20 seconds. I just
make your point.
Want to make an argument. When you said, why can't we drag them for everything in the court? See, there was a bill brought by BJP itself. This bill is named the Chief Election Commissioner and Other Election Commissioners Appointment Conditions of Service and Term Office Bill 2023. The clause number 16 of this bill itself says, no court shall entertain or continue any civil or criminal proceedings against any person who is or was a chief election commissioner or an election commissioner for any act, word or committed. Then again you'll be saying it to me that why didn't you go against this chief election officer from Karnataka? The answer is, for everything you don't go to the court.
Okay, Ajay Alok, everything you cannot expect the opposition to go to court. Somewhere the EC has to stand up for its integrity. Ajay Alok.
First of all, the letter I'm quoting, it's from Chief Electoral Officer Karnataka, who happens to be an IS officer from Karnataka cadre who works under the purview of state government, not central government. Please have some sense. And the immunity you are talking about Chief Election Commissioner, that immunity is only given to Chief Election Commissioner and the remaining two election officers at the Delhi. Rest all are under purview of law. And this letter, what I'm quoting, is a letter from Chief Electoral Officer Karnataka. He is stating that we have shared all the relevant document with the concerned SP. Now, I can understand that why you have problem in going to court, because you are always under fear, no? That if you go to court, you will end up being convicted. Already convicted in 5 cases. Vote chori तो बिहार से शुरू हुई थी जब बैलेट में से जिन निकलता था. वोट चोरी बैलेट से शुरू हुई थी लालू राज में जब बैलेट में से जिन निकलता था. और यहाँ पे ज्ञान आप दे रही हैं वोट चोरी पे. मतलब certified vote cheaters, vote looters, booth grabbers, they are giving gyan on this. It's a simple case. They want to create anarchy. They are very sure that they are going to lose Bihar. First try and build a defense wall, create anarchy, create confusion, blame the institutions, blame the constitutional institutions, whether election commission or whether Supreme Court or whatever. You just don't have any faith. And if you don't have faith, why do you want to implement Aadhaar card? Why don't you want to add Aadhaar card as 12th document? Where's the answer? Don't play the match if you don't have faith in the referee. The whole question is that these answers are not being given by CEC, India. The answers are being given by Chief Electoral Officer Karnataka, who happens to be under your government. He's an IS officer of Karnataka cadre.
He said, no, Ajay Alok ji, just answer my one question. Just answer my one question. Gyanesh Kumar said, किसी का भी नाम डिलीट नहीं हो सकता है जब तक उसके पास नोटिस ना जाए. 65 लाख लोगों के नाम कटे, कितनों के पास नोटिस गया, कब गया, किसने भेजा, कब भेजा, डेट क्या है, तारीख क्या है, गया भी है क्या, कहाँ है वो नोटिफिकेशंस, किसके नाम?
फिजिकल वेरिफिकेशन होने के बाद डिलीट होता है.
अरे भाई, डिलीट तो पहले ही कर देना आप, उसके लिए तो हमको जाना पड़ा कोर्ट. आप तो पहले
और फिजिकल वेरिफिकेशन किया गया कि ये लोग मर गए थे या दूसरी जगह चले गए थे.
We are going slightly off track. This is about the vote chori allegation. SIR, we have debated multiple times, and an SIR, like I said, the Supreme Court refused to state. Anand Ranganathan wants to rebut. I'm coming to you, Nikhil Jain.
I want to make a very important point. Priyanka ji, please hear me.
You can show them the letter, that this letter is being written by Chief Electoral Officer Karnataka.
Doctor, please. Look, you know, I have criticized Rahul Gandhi. I have criticized for the time allotted to me the preposterous vote chori campaign, which is a complete fake narrative. But let me also say, it is a banana republic, and I choose my words very carefully, where the chief election commissioner has more immunity than the Prime Minister of India. The chief election commissioner cannot be taken to court for any actions or his words that he commits to during the time he is in office, or during his official reign, or even if he has remitted or exited the office. It is preposterous this has happened. So, yes, the vote chori campaign is fake narrative, but we are in a banana republic where you have the chief election commissioner enjoying more immunity than the Prime Minister of India.
Who created the banana republic? It was Modi who created the banana republic because he brought the bill, and when 141 of the Sansads, sabko hata diya gaya tha tab. So he created the
that is wrong.
you're talking about.
That is factually wrong, because the 141 suspension happened before.
141 suspensions, 2023. I'm talking about that bill.
It is not concerned with this bill, Priyanka ji, but as I've said, I've already made my point. Now, either you agree with my point or you disagree with my point.
Okay. In principle, Dr. Ranganathan has a difference of opinion on whether the election commissioner can enjoy that kind of immunity. It again comes back to this. Either we can complain about this in public fora till the cows come home, Nikhil Jain, or we can use the one forum which has proven itself to give conclusive results, which is the courts of our country. Multiple election petitions have been filed, by the way, in the case of Maharashtra. In the case of Karnataka, Lok Sabha and Assembly, multiple election petitions have been filed, and the one in Melur is only one example. Go to court, let the BJP be taught a lesson. Let them be shown as vote chores in Aland. Why is that not happening? Nikhil Jain.
Padmaja, first of all, on the point of going to court via the means of an election petition, let me tell you very clearly that you can only do that within 45 days of the results of an election being announced. So if indeed there is some sort of electoral malpractice, fraud or voter manipulation, whoever does it, whether it's the Congress, the BJP or the Election Commission, and you unearth that after 45 days from the results, you cannot file an election petition. What you can do is you can file a writ petition before the Supreme Court or the High Court and seek a direction to the Election Commission of India. Now, you started this debate, Padmaja, by saying that this...
File a writ petition.
Padmaja, you've come to me at the very fag end of the debate. Can you please let me complete? There are a number of points that I want to...
no, but you agree that even now there is a recourse of courts. You can file a writ petition and say Aland's seat was grabbed from us.
Hold on. Padmaja, you know I don't run away from questions. I'm going to answer each one of those questions, including this one that you posed to me, and I was just answering it. You started the debate by saying, you know, that it's the sign of a very healthy democracy that there are people in the Election Commission who are helping the leader of opposition and the Congress party unearth this. I don't think that's a sign of a healthy democracy. That is some individuals in this democracy, in this compromised democracy, trying to still save it and fight for it. What are we even talking about on national news right now? We are discussing the fact that the principal opposition party of the country should drag the Election Commission of India to court and seek a direction from the court against the Election Commission to do their bloody job. I'm sorry for the words, but that is what we are talking about. Why should any opposition party, any individual or activist go to court and ask the EC to be slapped on the, you know, to be given a stick by the court?
It can't be any worse than coming in public and calling the Election Commission a B team of the BJP. I mean, if it's the, you know, if it's about the respect of the Election Commission that you're worried about, the Election Commissioner has been called a servant of the BJP. The Election Commission as an institution has been called a banana republic. The Election Commission has been called a B team of the ruling party. Drag them to court.
Can I please?
At least we'll have a resolution there.
Can I please complete? Yes, answering that as well, that why does the Congress party not drag them to court? The answer in that simply lies in the fact that as a question, as a principle of constitutional propriety, the Supreme Court and the High Courts usually do not tend to direct bodies like the Election Commission with the means of strong strictures. I'm saying usually there is a pattern to it. Any good lawyer would know and understand it, which is why you don't go running to the courts whenever it concerns a constitutional body. You expect the constitutional body to act on its own, but this is not what is being done by the Election Commission of India.
You could have filed an election petition in 2023 itself.
You can't unless you know that there was some manipulation within
But
45
they already
days,
knew. Here, Nikhil Jain, is an article from May 30, 2023. Here is the candidate of the Congress party in 2023. And let me quote to you what he is saying in this article in The Hindu in 2023 itself. Mr. B.R. Patil says, BJP made an attempt to get names of 6,900 voters deleted in Aland, accusing the BJP of making an attempt to get the names of voters deleted. Mr. B.R. Patil said that I will approach the court if the Election Commission fails to provide details required for conducting an inquiry. Now we are being told in 2025 that the Election Commission did not give the details. Why did Mr. Patil not go in 2023 with an election petition?
I think I'll make a scathing comment right now. I think the Congress party should sack B.R. Patil for having some faith in the Election Commission of India. He thought that the Election Commission is going to act on its own, do their constitutional job. He didn't feel the need to go to the court and get a stick behind the posterior for the Election Commission.
No, in May 2023, I mean, this is not about B.R. Patil. This is not about B.R. Patil. Okay, answer this, Dr. Ajay Kumar. If in May 2023, your candidate was threatening to go to the Supreme Court, why did you not go? He already knew in 2020.
Padmaja, so let me, so you need to not interrupt, and I'll disabuse you of certain things. You cannot go to the court beyond 45 days. Let me disabuse you. Now, 45 days, one sec, hold it. I told you, don't please interrupt me. You cannot go because we didn't know about these details of this fraud. Second issue. One sec, can I complete? Nikhil Jain said the most important point, that the Election Commission filed an FIR and you still want us to go to court. You on your own TV are falling on your own laces. The Election Commission went to court on this issue. The Election Commission filed an FIR. One sec. Election Commission filed an FIR. Padmaja, you're getting caught in your own case.
No, sir. You knew of these details on the 11th of February 2023. It is not true that in 2023 you did not know of the details. Priyank Khadge and B.R. Patil did a press conference. Here is the Hindu. February 11, 2023, Priyank Khadge and B.R. Patil did a press conference saying that Vote Chori is happening in Aland. Why did you not file an election petition?
One sec, Nikhil, I'll just answer that. Let's stop all the... Nikhil, one sec. Let me stop all this noise. Padmaja, you're getting caught in your own rhetoric. Who filed the FIR? The election chief electoral officer has filed the FIR. Mr. B.R. Patil said there are 6,000 votes which are attempt was made. Election Commission chief electoral officer of Karnataka has filed an FIR. That's you started the program. Now, after filing an FIR, you say go to court, go to court.
Not
what
after.
is this kind of conversation?
Not after, sir. Not after.
So I'm saying,
now can I give my answer?
So please,
in February 11, let me ask you a straightforward question.
Yeah.
February 11, 2023, your party in Karnataka said, we have evidence BJP is trying to delete votes. On the 30th of May 2023, your then candidate said, I will go to court if the Election Commission does not give me data. Cut to 2025, why have you not gone to court? You had time in 2023, much after the elections. Not just for 45 days. You knew before the elections that the BJP is trying to delete these votes. Why didn't you go to court?
So it's immensely disappointing for me when somebody of your reputation and anchor comes and says that when there is crime happening in this country, go to court. When there is election commission, we are saying that the election commission needs to do their job. And you, as an anchor, should have said that the Election Commission must investigate.
And
but
the
here
CID.
you're no one sec, and you're
And the
holding us
CID.
over, no, and you're taking us over the coals and saying go to court, go to court. You, as a responsible anchor, are not saying to the nation or to your viewers that why isn't Election Commission inquiring the most important concerns put up by the opposition across India, Panvel, Sambalpur.
But I'm saying go to
But
court because you
are not
yourself
saying-
don't
no,
trust
I'm
the CID
disappointed.
inquiry.
No,
I think the CID inquiry should anyway happen.
It is, we are all diminished by this discussion for the simple reason, diminished. Because a responsible anchor like you cannot question the EC for not doing. One sec, Anand, let me complete, Anand.
Sir,
I want to interrupt
no.
you.
With the greatest of respect, the reason why the Election Commission does not matter here, and you should have gone to court because we would have got a conclusive answer as opposed to finger pointing on both sides. If it could happen in Melur, it has happened in Melur, right? In the case of the same election, 2023 Karnataka election, 2 seats. One is Aland, one is Melur. One you lost, one you won. Actually, you won both of them. In one case, the BJP did go to the Election Commission. Sorry, to the court, to the Karnataka High Court. You did go to court. They got a result. You are just holding press conferences. That's the difference.
So let me disabuse you of certain misconceptions. Rajya Sabha elections. Ajay Maru went to court, didn't get a decision, got a decision. 7 years after, the life of the Rajya Sabha seat was over. First question. My question to you is, you want us to go to court. Whose job is this to protect the integrity of the election? And who was doing this job before everybody started going to court?
Okay. Dr.
That's all I'm
Ranganathan.
saying.
Okay, everybody
That's
wants
all.
to respond. I also have a question for Mohammad Amin, but Dr. Ranganathan.
Ani, dekhiye, as I said, there is a reason why I respect Dr. Ajay, because he's a medical doctor cum scientist, and I already asked him one question that I trusted him to answer, without any party affiliations that he has, because I believe he's over and above that, because he is a doctor and a hero for me. He didn't answer that, even though he should have. कोई टेस्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहा है, कंट्रोल करना चाहिए, राहुल गांधी ने किया नहीं. अब मैं इनसे दोबारा पूछ रहा हूं, डॉक्टर साहब, you've been a police officer, celebrated police officer. आपको एक एविडेंस चाहिए. You ask that evidence from someone. Let us say that person doesn't give you that evidence. What do? Tell me the next step.
Okay, so let me tell you, Anand. If you were in our position.
Please answer. As a police officer.
One sec, Anand.
Somebody is not giving you evidence, what would you do?
No, my question again is.
It's a simple question. Doctor,
my question, look,
you are a police officer.
I appreciate, look, first question is, we are saying as a responsible opposition party, please do it in every seat. We request the EEC to conduct a duplicate, and including Raebareli and Wayanad. No, one second. I'm saying, Anand, ek cheez sun lo yaar, please, let me complete. Raebareli mein kijiye, Wayanad mein kijiye. It is not about that.
बात नहीं हो रही है. बात इस केस की हो रही है. इस केस की बात हो रही है. आपने खुद का एफआईआर फाइल करने के बाद सीआईडी ने एविडेंस मांगा. वो एविडेंस आप लोग कह रहे हैं अभी तक नहीं दिया ईसी ने. तो अगर पुलिस इंस्पेक्टर कोई एविडेंस मांगता है, उसको वो एविडेंस कोई पार्टी नहीं देती है, आपका नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है?
No, we'll have to go to court. No, one sec. We'll have to go. No, one sec. The CID might have to go to the court. The Karnataka government. No, one sec. No, it will. No, one sec. Okay, Anand. Whether it goes to court, it will go to court is the second issue. But the most important thing to you, Anand, my counter question. No, and Padmaja, and to you also. Should not the Election Commission inquire on all these events, suo motu, when we went and met him? That's all I'm asking. Forget us going and doing a PC. Should there not, is a simple question to everybody in this panel, that we have a concern in Panvel, we have a concern, and we request the Election Commission to inquire. Is it a fair request or not, is to everybody in this panel to answer. That's all. Ajay Alok, I'm sure will agree.
Let Ajay Alok answer. Ajay Alok, yes.
Election Commission has already addressed all the concerns. That's why SIR is going to be conducted all across country, not only in Bihar, but you have a problem with that also. Why Anand is saying that Rahul Gandhi is a man of confusion and contradiction, you should understand, Dr. Ajay. At one time he says vote chori, vote duplication, vote addition, vote deletion. And when Election Commission is curing that by doing SIR, he is against SIR also. The solution is SIR only, no?
No.
There's no other solution.
Ajay,
so support SIR. Why are you against
Ajay,
that? On
Ajay,
one hand, you are trying to save infiltrators or Bangladeshi infiltrators because you consider them as your vote bank. I mean, Rahul Gandhi, sorry. Not you.
So let me answer that. Ajay,
so this remedy is already being taken care of.
No, Padmaja, on an important thing on infiltrators.
And second, one more point, 10 seconds.
Okay,
I'll just say 10 seconds more.
Go ahead.
6,400 votes were attempted to get deleted. It was not, they couldn't do so because Election Commission verified that and cancelled that request. Only 24 names were deleted. So Election Commission did their job at that point of time. And you won the election, and that's why you didn't go to the court.
Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time. Look, we have discussed this issue threadbare with all the evidence before us. One way or the other, this issue needs to be settled. We cannot have a hydrogen bomb, atom bomb, one bomb or the other bomb every now and then, because it's the prestige of the Election Commission and people's trust in it which is getting constantly eroded. This needs to be answered either via a CID investigation, an Election Commission probe, or through the courts. On that, the buck stops here. Thanks for joining me.
बहू, आज जो कुछ हमारे पास है सब इनकी देन है। एक अगरबत्ती की दुकान से इतना बड़ा बिजनेस खड़ा किया।
प्रणाम दादाजी।
दादाजी, ये तो पुष्पा अगरबत्ती के मालिक हैं, घनश्याम दास। इनके स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट किया था, इसीलिए आज ये सब कुछ है।
जो आगे की सोचते हैं, ग्रो करते हैं। डाउनलोड ग्रो फॉर स्टॉक्स, म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड IPO।
और ये कौन सी कंपनी के मालिक हैं?
ये तो दादाजी हैं।
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
फिनिस्टा विंडोज, ब्यूटीफुल एंड ड्यूरेबल डिजाइन्स, इंस्टॉलेशन से मेंटेनेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग कस्टमर सर्विस। आपके घर में फिनिस्टा नहीं है तो कॉल कीजिए।
फाइनर फिनिस्टा।
Markets regulator has dismissed allegations leveled by US seller Hindenburg Research against Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani and the group's companies. SEBI said that there were no violations and all loans were repaid. Gautam Adani said findings have reinforced that the short seller's claims were baseless and those who spread false narratives owe the nation an apology.
We see the problems, but you as a social entrepreneur see the solutions. You are not just creating solution, you are creating a future where everyone has a chance to thrive. For the change makers, the innovators, the ones building a better world, one solution at a time. The Adani Green Talk Social Impact Awards are created for you. Green Talk Social Impact Awards 2025, coming soon.
ब्रेकिंग न्यूज का जमाना है। सबको तिल का ताड़ और राई का पहाड़ बनाना है। ऐसे में जनता के जूते के अंदर फंसा कंकड़ कौन देखे? बड़े बड़े मुद्दों के शोर में जमीन से जुड़े मुद्दे अक्सर खो जाते हैं। लेकिन देश तरक्की तब करता है जब जनता के माथे की शिकन हमारी हेडलाइंस बनती है। मैं सैयद सुहेल भारत को जीता हूं, भारत की बात बताता हूं। NDTV इंडिया पर।
Rajasthan is history, culture, and much more. And I have been reporting on all things royal for more than 25 years.
The colors, the culture, and the complexities of the Northeast is different from the rest of the country. I have been bringing the Northeast closer to the capital for over 15 years. Madhya Pradesh is the heart of India, and I have been capturing its every beat for over 10 years, covering the corridors of power, what is said, what is left unsaid, and what it actually means for you and me. I have it all covered.
Kashmir is often called paradise on earth, a region that has been in a state of flux from conflict to India's crowning glory. I have been reporting and decoding Jammu and Kashmir for
Good evening, welcome to Left, Right and Centre. I'm Vishnu Shom. On the programme this evening, stepping up his offensive against the Election Commission of India. The senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi today alleged the mass deletion of voters from the Congress stronghold in Karnataka during the 2023 Assembly election. Now, these voter IDs, he alleges, were deleted using fake logins and phone numbers from outside the state. He's also alleged that this voter deletion exercise was being executed not by individuals, but with the use of software and in a centralized manner. The Election Commission has termed Rahul Gandhi's allegations incorrect and baseless. On the show tonight, we look at Rahul Gandhi's allegations and ask whether there are unanswered questions that the Election Commission must respond to. But first up, let's take a look at the allegations themselves. Remember, he is talking specifically, for starters, about a constituency, Aland, that's located in Karnataka. Now, someone, he said this in his press conference today, attempted to delete 6,018 votes in Aland. The total number of deleted votes in Aland during the 2023 election remains unknown. It could be much larger, is what the Congress party believes. Now, the deletion of these 6,018 votes was discovered by chance, Rahul Gandhi says. So the big question is, how did it allegedly happen? Now, remember, these are the Congress party's claims. We'll talk about what the Election Commission says in a moment. So how did it allegedly happen? A booth-level officer noticed her uncle's vote was missing from the records. An investigation revealed that a neighbor was responsible for deleting the vote. The neighbor says that they were not responsible. An unknown entity, therefore, manipulated the process, according to Rahul Gandhi, to delete votes without the knowledge of those involved. The question, therefore, is, what was this entity? Who was allegedly responsible? So the Congress party alleges that software was used to automate the submission of these fraudulent applications. Mobile numbers that were used were from outside Karnataka, and they were used to facilitate these vote deletions. The deletions specifically targeted voters supporting the Congress party. According to Rahul Gandhi, there is evidence which shows that the deletions focused on booths where the Congress party was leading. So that's what Rahul Gandhi alleges. How has the Election Commission responded to these allegations? Well, the EC says that Rahul Gandhi's allegations are inaccurate and lack evidence, that the public cannot delete votes online, contrary to Rahul Gandhi's claims. No vote deletion occurs without giving the affected person a chance to be heard. It's not an automatic process. They've also said significantly in 2023, unsuccessful attempts to delete electors in the Aland Assembly constituency, the same one, did lead to an FIR which was filed by them, by the Election Commission itself. So what are the allegations that Rahul Gandhi is actually bringing up? Well, I'm joined now by my panel of guests this evening. Salman Soz of the Congress Party, Joyanta Ghoshal, the senior journalist, Professor